Singing with Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King.
Yeah, they're all there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Ras David, and here is his 3-set CD right here. It's a dub, roots. There's an acoustic solo performance on it, unplugged, just like you're doing right now. And your CD is available, right?
Yeah. At Hempwise in Isla Vista. Yeah.
And they also can give you on your email. We have your email on the screen, and you can also contact Ras David. He's the what I call the hardest working Rasta on the coast. We love to have you here. Babtunde, let's talk a little about some issues, and I'm just going to give you one name, and I need you to react to it. Affirmative action. Tell me about affirmative action. 2 sentences.
2 sentences?
Yeah.
We need to make sure that it stays in place. It gets back in place and stays in place.
So the playing field is not balanced
The
yet?
playing field has
Some
never
people
been
think
balanced.
it is.
Those are not people that are on the field. They're in
like
helicopters above the field, you know, kind of like Katrina, looking at it from above. Yeah, right.
I like that. The news press. A lot has been talked about. The news press is a national story, even though we live here in Santa Barbara. It's personal, it's private. Tell us about the news press, your feeling about it.
I mean, it's a shame. It's a shame that many of the fantastic reporters that we had are gone. And the stories, you know, the quality of the paper has to suffer. You know, you can't get rid of people like, you know, Josh Molina and Melinda London and others and not have an impact on the product.
Can you have a community newspaper without the community being involved in the paper?
Why would you even call it a community newspaper if the community's not involved?
That was a catch.
Call it a corporate newspaper or whatever.
Okay. The number is 564-4153 if you'd like to join the conversation. Gangs in Santa Barbara.
It's something that we should make a thing of the past, but we can't do it unless the whole community comes together and unless the community realizes that gangs are a symptom of a deeper problem in society. They're not the problem. Mm-hmm. The problem is, what is it that makes that happen?
Housing, you talked a little about housing in Santa Barbara.
It's unbelievable.
If you can't afford, should you leave?
I don't know.
It's a free market, right?
Personally, I would never leave. Myself, I mean, I'll find a way because I'm too deeply rooted with the families and the kids here. But it is something that, again, like everything else, if you want change, change comes about in 2 ways: organization and the vote. On the city council, the one thing I realized was that the people who wanted whatever it was were the people who came to the council and were vocal. And 9 times out of 10, they got what they wanted, primarily because no one was opposing them. And a lot of times people don't realize you have a voice. This is your community. And you have to use that voice. You have to exercise it.
Racism, does it still exist here in Santa Barbara or anywhere else?
Yes, it exists in Santa Barbara, it exists in this country, it exists in the planet. And it's healthy, and it's growing. And it's almost like violence. Unless we actively are persistent in fighting against it, it will constantly be here. Because we have never even in this country had a dialogue about slavery. And that's ridiculous, because 400 years of slavery is not something that you just, you know, turn around tomorrow and say you're free and everything is good. There needs to be talk.
Well, the Congress just celebrated the 300 years of the transatlantic slave trade. And we had the different congresswomen and congressmen stood at the podium and talk about that part of history here in America.
Right. Yeah, that happens, they talk about that, and then you turn right around and Imus, you know, Don Imus calls a group of young Afro-American women nappy-headed hoes. You know what I mean? And then you flip the page one more time And you have what happened in LA just the other day, you know, where cops just attack a group of immigrant, you know, demonstrators. It's, you know, no, it's not that easy. And people don't want to deal with it. You know, the thing that gets me constantly is America is always beating the drum about how bold we are as a people and how adventurous and innovative. Why is it then that we can't face the reality that racism exists and that, and that lots of people participate in it and that it will continue to exist as long as we ignore it?
Give me some hope.
Hope? Hey, hope is truth always wins out.
Oh, I like that.
In the end.
Like
you know, Gandhi said, in the absence, in the presence of violence, peace persists. In the presence of darkness, light persists. In the presence of the lie, truth persists.
Okay, I'll leave it at that. I want to take this time to thank my crew, especially Leslie Ward. She's been with me. She makes a difference. She's here on the set. We really appreciate you, Leslie. Also want to thank Fred in the booth for his work with me, making a difference. I'm not going anywhere. I just want to take the time to thank these people because they make this show possible. They're part of the community. They come here and they make sure that the voices keep coming out there as having your voice today. Right. Also love to thank Tyler for making a difference, for coming here and doing what we all do. You know, we're doing community service.
Right.
We want to thank the people that call. We really appreciate you. We appreciate your voices. And we'll see you next week at the same time. Ras David, take it away.
Call out to me if you wanna really sweet reggae music. Call out to me, call out to me if you wanna really Rastaman chants. Call out to me, call out to me if you don't wanna really A1 version. Call out to me, call out to me. Uptown, downtown, all around town, people are searching for the A1 sound. They wanna hear the sound of the drum and the bass. Come along and wind up your waist. If you don't wanna hear the A1 sound, call out to me, call out to me. If you wanna hear the Rastaman chant, call out to me, or nothing, call out to me. If you wanna hear the Naya Biggie version, call out to me, call out to me. If you wanna hear the peace and love vibration, call out to me, call out to me. Come along and dance to the A1 sound. Leave your stereo cassette alone. Come along and jump to the A1 sound. If you wanna read the A1 sound, call out to me, call out to me. And if you wanna read the A1 version, call out to me, call out to me. And if you want to wear the Rastaman chants, call out to me, call out to me. If you wanna read the Naya Bingy version, call out to me, or Novi, call out to me. Uptown, downtown, all around town, people are searching for the A1 sound. They wanna hear the sound of the drum and the bass. Come along and wind up your waist. They don't wanna hear the A1 sounds. Call out to me, call out to me. They don't wanna hear the Rastaman chants. Call out to me, call out to me. And if you don't wanna hear the Natty Jet version, call out to me, or Novi, call out to me. And if you wanna hear the A1 sounds, call out to me, call out to me. And 40 days more. Praise Jesus' name. If you have to walk for 100 days more, praise Rastafari's name. If I have to wait for 100 days more, I praise Selassie's name. If I have to wait for 100 days more, I praise Jehovah's name. If you want to hear the Rastaman chant, call out to me, oh no, call out to me. If you want to read the A1 version, call out to me, call out to me. You want to read the Naya Binky chants, call out to me, oh no, call out to me. And if you want to hear the peace and love sounds, call out to me, oh no, call out to me.
Yes, sir. Boy, you make that vibes happen. Ras David, ladies and gentlemen.
They are playing at the Surf Rider Foundation on June the 2nd in Anascoyo Park in Isla Vista.
Say that again.
On June the 2nd, the Surf Rider Foundation, who are the people who control the coastline and make sure it's clean and unpolluted and taking care of the coast.
Definitely.
are having a concert, a benefit concert with a band called Revolution, maybe Iration, and Ras David. See you there.
All right. Babtunde, just a couple more questions. We have a few more minutes. Obama, he's on fire.
Yeah, right. I think he's a very gifted brother, young brother. But I think people, you know, it never ceases to amaze me the power of the media. You know, if you go back 3 conventions ago, Harold Ford, young congressman,
he's a congressman right now from Tennessee.
And he was one of the keynote speakers, and everyone was on fire about Harold Ford. But then Harold Ford ran against Nancy Pelosi, and everyone said, what an upstart, and slapped him down, and now you see where Harold Ford is.
And where Nancy Pelosi is.
And, right, and I mean, you see, again, you know, everyone was clamoring for Colin Powell, you know, #1 book, and, you know, well, we all know how that ended up. So I'm very reserved. I don't just endorse someone because he's an Afro-American. I'm sorry. That's, you know,
that makes sense.
It's about a lot more to me than that.
That makes sense.
You know?
That makes sense. You mentioned the Imus thing. Do you think that he should have got fired? Was that freedom of speech? Do you have a right to say what he said?
Imus should have gotten fired a long time ago. I mean, people who listen to the show would realize this man, and some of his other producers on that show are worse than he is. You know, so. Well,
Baba, I thank you for coming by. I can always get your candid opinion.
Right.
I appreciate your upfrontness. You know, that's what we need. We need peace. We need to speak about it.
It always seems too short.
Yeah, well, you know, that's how time is. You know? Take it, Ras. We're glad you can join us. Yeah, you know.
This one is called If It's Love. If it's love you're giving, love you must be getting. What you're searching for, seek and find. Manifest is the best. The eyes are the light of your soul, yeah. Shine bright if it's love you're giving. Love you must be getting. Every time, oh yeah, I'm telling you, seek love.